Hi everyone, I'm Al Nelson and I'm going to talk about interactive documentation using a software library called Twine. So Twine is, according to their website, an open source tool for telling interactive, non-linear stories. And what does that mean? If you can remember choose your own adventure books or games, basically, it's something that allows independent developers to easily create these interactive experiences where people can make choices, and then their choices then affect a story that progresses, and it's a game out of it. And it's been pretty popular with indie game developers, and I started thinking, after having a conversation with one of our support engineers at my company, what if we could use this to create more engaging self-service documentation for our end users? So I started thinking, okay, so Twine is pretty cool. I'd heard of it before, and I was thinking, is there a way that I can integrate this into documentation? So when a customer has a question, they usually go through this series of steps saying, okay, well, is it this? Is it that? And I see this with our support team all the time. They ask this series of questions to narrow down what the problem could be, and then they direct them to the right sort of documentation, or it narrows down what the problem is so they know how to help them better. And I was thinking, what if we made that a little more self-service so people could get the information that they need more quickly, get back to work, and get on with their day? So Twine is actually a pretty good choice-based architecture for that. It's good if you have some kind of question and answer flowchart style process where you've got a lot of yes or no questions and you're narrowing down the options to figure out what your problem is or what sort of section you need to look at. It's not so good for highly nuanced information or something very technical where there could be a lot of different cases. But I think that for a lot of problems that customers may run into, this can really help point them in the right direction without even having to contact support and wait for a response. So here's a simple demo I did with some documentation at my company. So background, my company is an analytics startup that allows people to connect to various types of data sources on Hadoop and also various types of databases. And what this does is, if a customer is interested in learning about a specific type of data source, they can choose which one they want. And then you can see general instructions here. This is an excerpt from our documentation, public facing. It's got some screenshots and some step-by-step information there. This reset. And if this doesn't answer your question, you can go to I need more information. And here you can choose various different Hadoop distributions and say they wanted to know about this. This also points to one of our documentation pages. And this is a very simple example I made for this meetup, but you could also use this for some more complex debugging process. You can find database instructions here, you can find various different types of databases here. And I think that this is kind of a really cool way to provide a front end for users to navigate the documentation and find information that they need in a more interactive and engaging way using something that we all like, games. Thank you.